everybody, welcome to this nice lesson. I hope you've enjoyed the rhythm they have played. Let me introduce the players. On my right side we have Ernie Gregorius. Here we have Wigbert Martina, you already know him, and Vernon Chatelain. They've played some different styles of Tumba, and in this lesson they will explain something new about Tumba. The previous lesson they explained the traditional way of playing Tumba, and now they have different things they want to explain. Vernon, what are you going to show us?
Yes, first of all, hi, how are you guys doing? Today we're gonna actually introduce, we have a good friend, Ernie, from Curacao. He's here he came to play and we decided let's do a show or a lesson with him. And on Tumba, he's been playing a lot, like for the last 30 years or even more. Yeah. So he knows a lot about the tradition of Tumba, and so we're gonna introduce the Timbales. So basically the Cuban Timbales to the Tumba and all the different patterns and different styles, and we're gonna go by the timeline of the development of the Tumba from the basics to the more advanced and the more like modern way that it's being played nowadays on the island. So that's basically it.
Okay, I hope you have fun with it. Good luck.
Hi. So we're gonna be explaining to you the introduction of the Timbales in Tumba from the first lesson where we had the basics and the traditional style. Now we're gonna introduce the Timbales. We have Ernie. He's gonna be doing the demonstrations. And I have the clave here also, so I'll be counting it off, and we're gonna do it via the timeline of the development of the different rhythms. We're gonna start around the 70s, with the tumbas from the 70s, and where the timbale was already introduced, and with that traditional style. So basically, I have also the clave, and this is to count it off, so you know where the rhythm is in clave. And basically it's a 12/8 beat, so I will be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, but in the subdivisions will be in triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, and now 1 and a 3 and a 4, and now 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So that's it. Here goes the first pattern, the first demonstration. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, and now. We go to the 1980s. The timbale player would develop his timbale a little more and add more bells, namely the cha-cha bell to it. And what he would play is the clave on the cha-cha bell, and on the mambo bell he would play the bembe clave. And the first part, 1970s, you heard that the downbeat was played on the mambo bell. This is now replaced with a normal cowbell, so there would be another player added to the orchestra, and we're gonna explain that. We're gonna demonstrate that now. I'll count it in all 1 to 4, so remember 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 for the triple feel, and we'll go right in. It's in 3/2 clave. Pa 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 pa. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. During the 1980s, we've seen a lot of development of the timbales, of the tumba itself, and especially on the timbales. It's not really clear and to say who started it exactly, but the introduction of the bass drum within the whole timbale setup in tumba came along that time, and a very popular song was what is it of Harry Zimmerman. What's it called?
Te dei bocaci.
Te de dai bokachi.
Wainato.
Yeah. So basically it sounds te de dai bokachi.
Wainato.
Te de dai bokachi. Wainato. Te de dai. Exactly. And that was basically the introduction of the bass drum, and it's still the same pattern we just showed you with the mambo bell playing the bembe pattern and the clave on the cha-cha, but then the bass drum will be playing the downbeats. So yeah, 4 on the floor basically. 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. So basically we're gonna show you that now. Let's try it. 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and so basically, Ernie, this pattern that we did with the bembe bell,
Yes.
on the mambo bell and the cha-cha, the clave on the cha-cha. So this was basically played for a long time, no?
A long time.
Yes, and during the 1980s and the 1990s. Coming into the 90s, it would become a little more popularized, the rhythm, a little more. It would have its own swing, no? A different pattern
swing,
on the
different pattern, yeah.
Yeah, on the bell.
Like pop, 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 you know.
Right. On the 2. Basically, if you would do it with the subdivisions, or it would be on the 2 and the 3 of each beat. So it'd be 1 and that. So the and that. So 1 and that, 2 and that, and that, and that, 1 and that, 2 and that, 3 and that, 4 and that. Basically, right?
Yes, yeah.
Right.
That's it.
So Ernie's gonna demonstrate that now, just without the bass drum, because in those years also the development it became pretty popular. The tumba and more we got more music to listen to from Cuba and South America and all over the world. So we had more access to that, and so a lot of development started to happen. So Ernie's gonna develop the basics of that first development. So I'll just count it off, and he'll go in. He'll come in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly. I'll let him show you that without the cowbells, just by himself. 1, 2, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. No. So now we're gonna continue with that same pattern that we did on the 2, 1 and the. So the 2 and the 3 of each beat. So the second and the third 8th note of each beat. So 1 and that, 2 and that, 3 and a 4, and with the clave on the bell. We're gonna continue that, but adding the bass drum also. And the bass drum, it sounds like this. Then I'll explain it to you. So 1, 2, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Here's the bass drum. I'll count each beat, downbeat, with the subdivisions, and Ernie will play the bass drum, and so you can see where it falls. For reference, you can always look to your side here. You'll find it written down. So 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 4 and the. There you go. So let's try that again, one more time, counting the bass drum and with the rhythm, with the bells also added.
Okay.
1, 2, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 Okay, so now we have Wigbert. He's back with us. He's going to be playing the cowbell. And basically what we just showed you just now, the more modern version, the more version of today, since the 1990s. But it's changed a lot during the years. But this is the basic modern version of the Tumba on the Timbales. We're going to show you the same thing we just did, but within the whole ensemble with congas and cowbell. And it goes like this. I'll give you two measures for 1, 2, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a
Okay, I want to thank Ernie, Wigbert and Vernon for the beautiful explanations about Tumba, a little bit about his history. And now I'm going to leave you with these guys because they are going to show you some variations which are very popular these days in Curaçao.
1, 2, 3, 4